a hip scoot.
Hip scoot?
Yeah, say hi.
Hi.
Nice. It's not so bad. So this video is to show you how I do a hip scoot to get my wrappy on my back for back wrap carries. So I'm going to grab my wrap and find the middle marker and put it on her back. And then I'm going to take it all the way over my opposite shoulder. And I'm going to pull a little bit up between me and her and pull the top rail all the way up to her shoulders. So this little bit makes a little bit of a temporary seat. And then I can take both tails of the wrap and pull them maybe over to my right. And so I pull on the wrap while I scoot her over to keep her from leaning too far backward. So then I've got the wrap securing her, right? And then I take my arm so the wrap is holding her and I flip it over this way and I make sure to put my arm on her as much as I can to keep her from falling backward. Are you okay, honey? And then we just scoot over. We will when we're done. And then there she is on my back. And I can take the tails and pin them and make a seat and all that stuff. And then to get her down, when I unwrap my wrap, I just move her over, scoot, 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 and take her down. The hip scoot is really good for larger kids, over, like at least over 6 months old, so they can sit on their own. Don't attempt doing back wrap carries until you've mastered front wrap carries and your wrappy can sit on his or her own so they're not slumping over or putting their chin to their chest and obstructing their airway. The second way I do the hip scoot, we're almost done. The second way I do the hip scoot is without a wrap, but it's not recommended. So it's a little bit easier to see without a wrap though. So I've got her on my hip and I lean in this way so she's coming forward and I take my hand on her back and once again flip over and make sure I'm leaning over like this so she's not falling back. And then I grab her other leg and scoot, scoot, scoot her over. And then I can usually like push her a little up further on my back for higher carries like a ruck. And then we just release her from her prison. Thanks for watching.